Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to talk about my most recommended survival gear for under $30. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, today we're going to be discussing my most recommended survival gear for under $30. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. And make sure you smash that notification button so you don't miss anything. Additionally, and another friendly heads up is we have our Roman Gladius sword giveaway along with the 2 boss kits from our live stream video. Like I said, there's just a few more days for that giveaway, and on Friday or Saturday while we're at PrepperCon, we're going to do a YouTube live stream and pick a winner there. And to enter, all you need to do is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video, like this video, and share this video. Now, this is a video series we've been covering a little bit over a year now, where we take all of the different episodes and the collection of footage. This budget price gear is gear that pretty much stands apart from everything else that we've tested and reviewed. There are a couple repeats in here, but 95% of the stuff in here is brand new. Now, understand something, even though there is a lot of excellent budget price gear, we can only give recommendations or thumbs up and talk about gear we actually physically brought and tested into our channel. The first item up is the Iono Survival Axe. This is a 10-in-1 urban survival axe. A lot of you guys came out and saw this video where we basically took this thing out and tested it, and given the fact that it's budget price nature and it's a compartmentalized multi-tool of sorts, it actually performed extremely well. And given the fact that it's only $29.99, really put a big huge smile and a thumbs up on our face when we've tested this out. Next up is the Silky Pocket Boy. I know you guys saw this on the live stream last week, and this thing is amazing. For all you Silky lovers out there and the people who know the Silky Pocket Boy, it is fantastic. But the reason why we like this so much is the fact that it actually fits in our EDC Organizer Pocket Survival Kit, even with all the other stuff already in there. And this is a 5.5 inch blade that cuts like a champ. I literally had to ask my wife to stop and slow down through some of the sample footage just so we could actually capture this. Next up is Zip Stitch. Yeah, we're gonna talk about them again. The Zip Stitch is amazing. This is a wound closure device that's non-invasive. Now, for those of you who watch my channel regularly, like I said, we had a leg injury where we gashed our knee open with a really huge, big, expensive knife, and we needed stitches. But our stitches, we got them taken out a little too early, and we ended up putting this on, and it worked like a charm. These next 2 knives are some knives from Kaiser. These are part of their Tangram line. These are some really decent and budget-friendly knives. And this particular one right here is called the Vector, and this is the Orion. Now, Kaiser is known for their higher-end knives, but these are their budget-friendly category, and for like $25 to $30, these are excellent freaking knives. They use the Sandvik steel, they've got aluminum G10 handle scales, liner locks, a decent retention, come sharp out of the box. You're definitely going to see these in a lot of EDC videos coming up. Next up is the Viking Whetstone Pendant by WAZOO Survival Gear. We love WAZOO Survival Gear stuff because they're kind of the mad scientists of the wearable EDC and survival gear world. This is their 2.0 Viking Whetstone Pendant. Their first one was this big huge block of a whetstone, and I did like it, but I like the more beveled edges and the lighter weight and the slimmer profile of this concept, considering the fact that it gives me more options with this ridge line. Given the fact that I can use arrows and fish hooks, I can keep those sharp, but the fact that you can kind of have a sharpening stone around your neck and it doesn't look too bad is a win in my book. Next up is a 16-piece cutlery set by this company called Crosshawk. We did an unboxing for these a little while ago, and then periodically throughout all of our camping trips and bug out survival gear testing videos, we tested their cutlery set out, and we used their plates, their bowls, their cups, and everything, and actually ate with them, and they did a really good job. They're really sturdy, they're not flimsy, they seem pretty high quality, and we've actually took one of these sections. This is the brand new version. Just wanted you to see what it looks like, all brand new, how you would get it in the packaging. We actually split our kit up between our camping gear and what's in the kitchen. Next up is another offering by Iono Survival. This is their compact e-tool shovel system. It's not it's not as gizmoed out as their big, huge survival shovel. It's like $69, or their survival axe that you guys have seen previously in this episode. But it does give you some useful tools. We've got a compass in here. It is compact. It folds down really, really, really small. And we have a little bit of a sharpened edge for a little bit of like root clearing and hatchet work if you need to. The serrated teeth on the edge, I'm not gonna lie, is not the absolute best, but this as a shovel and a pick for 18 bucks is absolutely excellent. And just having those three tools for having some light chopping, the shovel and the pickaxe, in a very sturdy, cheap, budget-friendly configuration, that's a win. Next up are these WaxWood sticks by Production Hanger 51. Now you're like, Chris, I can just use fat wood. And yeah, you're right about that. However, for a lot of people, especially us here in my part of Texas and in western Texas, we don't have pine trees, and getting fat wood is extremely difficult. And I know there's a lot of places in the western United States we don't have fat wood just flourishing throughout the world like we do in other parts. Things like this can definitely come in handy, and we like this because it gives a uniform structure to the wood. It splits in batons and shaves really, really simply, but due to its wax and some of their proprietary chemicals they infuse this wood with, it gives it a very, very high heat output and will get a fire started in almost any condition. Next up is the Cold Steel Cheap Shot. Now, I typically don't do a lot of hunting videos, but that's going to be changing here soon. We're going to be diving in really heavily this year towards the back end of the summer, and in the fall months for 2018, we're going to be diving into archery a lot more heavily because we are really loving some of the new innovations that are coming out from a lot of different companies. But to focus on the Cheap Shot, this is a 10-pack of 100-grain broadhead arrows. Now, there's a lot of people out there who like the razor tips and they like all their fancy spanchiness, but for the budget price hunter who wants to be able to get the most bang for their buck, you get these polymer heads that will jam out through anything just like everything else, but you're able to get a 10-pack for like 12 bucks. Next up are the range sticks by Fluid Technology Solutions. Now, these guys, we've covered these plenty of times on the channel, but we keep bringing them back because they're so awesome. These are basically high purity water filters, but don't think of them as purely a water filter because a lot of you guys would try to default to things like the Life Straw, the Soy Mini water filter. Think of these more as a liquid food ration for anyone who's joining us for the first time. You basically dunk these in water, and there is an electrolyte solution that will give you your salts, your sugar, and your calories and your energy to keep moving in a grid down survival situation. Next up is one of my favorite nifty little gadgets on the planet. This is the Sea to Summit Ultra Sil water bucket. Speaking of water from our last item, this thing is amazing. This holds a bucket, like a bucket for holding water. This little guy, look, it's so adorable. It is crazy. And if you're one of those people looking for ultra-weight compact solutions, Sea to Summit is definitely something I'll recommend. And even though I don't have everything on the table, I'll definitely throw some extra links down in the video description so you can check out some of the other ultra lightweight options that Sea to Summit carries. Diving once again into the world of fire, these are the UCO Titan StormProof matches. These things are amazing, and these are like 10 bucks. You get the actual waterproof cartridge with the striker plate right here. You can refill the strikers if they run out and go bad, but you can hold 12 of the actual Titan matches. Now, we covered these in an episode. These things are amazing. For about 25 to 30 seconds, you have a stormproof, waterproof, windproof Firestarter that will definitely, in an idiot-proof grid down emergency, will get things done. Now, you're definitely going to see these in a future episode. We actually got these from my buddies over at FiddleBackOutPost. These are Firewater Survival handmade survival kits. There is a small mini paracord version, and there's the big version. The one we want to focus on the most is the bigger version. This thing is amazing. They have a full, compact, pocket-sized survival kit in here, but what makes this apart from a lot of other ones is there is a collapsible metal cup in here that you can use to drink water out of, cook a small bit of food, soups, teas like that, and boil water in an absolute emergency. And for the fact that it's so budget-friendly with all the gear that's inside of it, it's just an awesome idea for a pocket survival kit. Next up is the WOW-TAC or A-Tactical A1S. This is a true blue flagship winner. If you want a lot of output, which is 1100 lumens for freaking under $30, This is the one flashlight over every single other flashlight we've ever tested on our channel that we have beat the snot out of. And if you haven't seen this video, definitely go and check out the video right here in the upper right hand corner. We beat the tar out of this flashlight because we truly believe that this was one of the best, because they were touting a whole lot of awesomeness for it. And for this being a super cheap, budget friendly light, this definitely has earned our respect in the world of flashlights. Another offering from WAZOO Survival Gear, patch not included. This is their brand new tactical cash cap. For those of you who just want a really cool hat with some nifty survival kit options in there, this is definitely probably a surefire winner. Now, we covered this previously, but it has the updated cache system where you can stick a whole bunch of different survival gear up in here. There's all these cache options. You can actually stick, there's a Velcro liner in the pouch, and we typically keep our survival kit and EDC items. We have some mini ferro rods, some ceramic knives that we keep in here, but you can basically put whatever you want. If survival gear is not your thing, you could use this as a travel hat to keep important documents, money, IDs, things like that. So if people try to take your wallet, they may not get what's in your hat. In the world of survival candles, there's a lot of options. This one comes from Exotac. The reason this got our attention is it says it's a 16-hour high heat candle that can boil water. And I was like, no way. There's no way I could do that. I mean, it's not that big considering a lot of other survival candles out there. They make a bunch of different sizes, and they have slow burn, hot burn, and this is the hot burn model. And this is the only candle I have seen that can effectively and efficiently and reliably boil water in like one of those little hobo stoves, things like that. It does work really, really well. But since it's beeswax, it's all natural, non-toxic. But the fact that it lasts so long puts you in a situation that if you use this sparingly, this could last you up to a week if you used it strictly as a fuel source for food. There's going to be a full review coming on these very soon. These are the emergency survival blankets by Iono Survival. I know you've seen quite a few items from this company, but due to the fact that they are a budget priced company, they are actually decently impressive, which is why we keep talking about them so vigorously overall through the course of our channel. These are a little bit better than the normal Mylar blankets you see. They're a little bit more robust, they're thicker, they're dual layered, they have a reflective side, and then they have a camo concealment side, so you can use this to build shelters and keep yourself concealed yet warm in a survival situation. They're far more durable than their super cheap counterparts in places like Walmart. They're just amazing. Next up is the Pocket Pal X1 by Smiths. This was one of the very first items that I got when I got to Texas. This little dude is amazing for the fact that you have carbide teeth and a ceramic honing sharpeners for your knife. If you have serrations on something like a pocket knife, it's got the diamond rod. You've got a compass that actually freaking works. You have an emergency flashlight, not super bright, but it is absolutely better than nothing. You have a survival whistle right here, and then last but not least, you got a ferro rod. And the fact that this is like 10, 11 bucks, dude, just get one. This little lamp right here surprised the heck out of me, and I'm actually going to be buying a bunch more of these. These are from Wagan Tech. This is a camping lantern. It's got a USB charge port right here, so you can actually plug this thing up and keep it charged on the go with an extended life battery, solar panels, anything like that. It's got the normal charge port, so you can see it's at 100%, and then when you turn it on, look how bright this thing is. Oh my gosh, the thing is amazing. It has several different modes on it, but this thing is robust. And the fact that even the USB cable is water resistant is absolutely amazing. It got the metal hooks to hook it onto a branch, your tent, your hammocks, anything like that. And we bring a lot of lights with us when we go camping. And it's not because we just want to see everything we're doing. It's mostly we want to make sure that you guys can see us during the nighttime footage. And so far throughout our preliminary testing, this thing is one impressive freaking lantern. This is the 4Directions Bushcraft Extreme Weather Firestarter Mini. Now, they are working on a micro version that you can put on a keychain. It's going to be the FatRope handle, magnesium, the ferro rod. It's going to be whoosh, really, really small. But we've tested the full-size version and this one, and holy crap. The fact that you get Missouri Fatwood, you have the high-grade pure magnesium rod, and then you have a Firestarter right here. You're definitely getting a triple threat all-weather fire starter that will, I mean, it doesn't matter if you've got wet tinder, dry tinder, crappy tinder, good tinder. This thing will work really, really well. All in all, this about does it for our most recommended survival gear for under $30. Now, if you want to see a wider variety of options and different type of recommended gear that we've showcased throughout the past year and a half, we definitely have a playlist down in our channel, but we're definitely going to be plugging a lot of those previous episodes on the back end of this video, so if you want to see those, that's the best place to check them out. And don't forget, we have our continuation for our giveaway, and remember to enter. You have to be a subscriber, you have to like this video, comment, and share. That is about it for now, and if you enjoyed this episode of our most recommended survival gear for under $30, $30. Definitely throw this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that just about is it for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful gray. I'm out.